Welcome back to the Executive Education Alliance. This is Ryan Draving, and today we're going to choose a template for your website. So this is going to be the process that you set up in order to be able to implement all of those SEO keywords that you found and do it in a way that's going to be very effective and also help you be able to provide a website that will convert well. And we'll talk about what that will look like. So let's just get started here. The first question is, what should your website do? And if you think of your website as essentially this area here of this speech that's being given, and you as part of the website as well, you're really providing an area for people to come and see who you are and decide what they think of you before they buy. So if your website looks lousy and unprofessional, if it is hard to navigate, around, that's similar to you showing up in your pajamas on the podium and people not being able to find the location where they're supposed to see you in person. So that's your website really should be communicating that you are professional, communicating all of the benefits that you offer, the value proposition that you're offering to people who choose to be your client, and giving a way for people to get in touch with you after they've navigated around and gotten a sense of who you are so that they can become a hot lead that you can convert into a client over the phone or in person. So that's the goal for your website. And we're going to move on for the next section of this video, talk about what is a template and is it professional enough to represent you. The templates that I'm recommending are pre-made websites that you can then customize with your logo, imagery, wording, and essentially make them your own website. The advantage of a template over a custom-built website that's built from the ground up is you already have someone who has put in all of the work of that initial first 2 or 3 phases of building a website. So you only have to pay about $15 to $50 to buy all of that work up front, which normally could take $1,000, $2,000 or more dollars from a designer to do. What you're getting is a high quality website at the same time, so you get to choose from a number of different templates to find the one that you like and then customize it. So templates are often included in various hosting programs. The problem with the templates that you often find there is they can actually be fairly unprofessional. They're provided by hosting websites like HostMonster, HostGator, GoDaddy, Bluehost, DreamHost, and those templates for the most part are not very professional. GoDaddy has stepped up their game recently and gotten a bit better with that. So if you're on GoDaddy, you can take a look at the website templates they offer. But I'm going to offer a specific website to take a look at the templates, and we're going to look at those today to find some that are very professional that you can use on any host that allows you to use WordPress. So let's hold off on the question of whether it's professional or not for a moment, because you'll actually get to see how professional these look. The other challenge that often is brought up to me is, aren't templates going to be used by my competitors, and won't my customers see that I'm just using a low-cost template instead of creating my own custom website? And won't that make me look less professional and look like I can't afford a full website? And my answer to that is no, that actually won't be a problem. Almost never do you encounter the same template website twice. And so in general, it will look like your own website. It doesn't have any branding from the creator of the website on it, so it has all of your own branding. And generally when the images and text are customized, even if you did see the same template, you might not recognize it as the same template because it's being used for different purposes. And keep in mind that the templates we're looking at are not just used for lawyers, they're used by all kinds of different businesses. So it's unlikely that someone will stumble across it in general, and even less likely that they'll stumble across it in your niche. And the fact that you are a local law practice makes it even more unlikely. So the odds are very slim that someone's going to have encountered the same website template. And then the question is, why WordPress? So you've probably heard of WordPress before. WordPress is a publishing platform. It's not just for blogs, although that's how it started out. It's now a publishing platform that is used by all kinds of different businesses and is extremely flexible in the type of functionality that it offers. So some people actually use it for selling products online. Some people use it for blogs, and some people use it just to build standard informational websites like what you'll be building. WordPress is great for a number of reasons, and one of the best things that it does is makes it really easy for you to update your own website and add new pages instead of needing a programmer to do it every time. So you may use a programmer to help you get the website started and set up, but you won't need someone on an ongoing basis to make every little change that you would like to make when you have new information or would like to add a new page for SEO or just have new services that you're offering. So WordPress is a great option for that, and it's excellent from an SEO perspective as well. So there's really almost no drawback to WordPress. It's also very well supported. And then the question is, how do I get a great template? So let's get started with our action items for the day, and we'll answer that question. So we're going to visit themeforest.net, and if we go to Google, you can find that on your toolbar right here under the conversion section. So this orange section here on your toolbar, conversion, has a section there called website creation. You'll click on that folder, and in there you'll see themeforest.net WordPress themes. And this is a link not just to themeforest.net, but we've actually done some filtering within the website. So when you click on this, it will bring you to the specific themes that are relevant for WordPress, and it's going to be sorted by sales, the number of sales. And you can see here that the very top websites actually have thousands of sales. And again, still I have not encountered any of these online in all of my web surfing. So not a challenge there, but because of the fact that they have so many sales, they tend to be more heavily supported as well. What I look for in a theme, in a template, is a combination of strong sales and very strong rating. So I try to find websites that have at least a 5 rating, if not a 4 at the minimum. I never go below 4 because that usually means it has significant problems. You're really going to want to find a website on here that has a 5-star rating. And let's take a look and just see what some of these templates look like. You can see the pricing over here, very affordable. It's a one-time fee, it's not ongoing, and then you have access to use it for yourself for the rest of your life. So if you mouse over any one of these logos here on the left, you can see what these templates look like. Now this one's a bit more confusing than most of them to look at, so let's just skip down here. This one is pretty clear. So if we click on this, you'll see it is a 5-star rated website template. If we click on that one, you'll see this larger set of graphics along with some detailed information. And if you click on Live Preview, you can actually see specifically how the website works. Now there will be this bar at the top. That's the themeforest.net bar for you to be able to return back to ThemeForest or purchase the item right away. If you want to see what it looks like without that bar, you can just close the bar in the top left. Just click on Remove Frame, and then you'll see how the website looks. So you can see this is a pretty professional website. And it takes a minimal amount of just imagining and doing a mental leap to see how it might work for you. So you might integrate in some pictures of you with clients, or pictures of just general legal cases, or even some images perhaps just of verdicts that you have achieved. So on the left-hand side here, you would possibly be featuring different types of accidents. So if you did that, you might even have these images represent the type of victims that you will represent, the type of people that you'll represent in court on a legal basis. So up in the top left, you would replace this logo with your own logo. And then you can see that these navigation bar items all have drop-down menus, which is really excellent. That's what we want to see. You can see the website is clean. It's pretty simple. I don't like quite how far it pushes the page down, so the main content of the page, but it's great. It's SEO optimized. You can you can click and drag and highlight this text and see that it's all search engine friendly. If it was an image, it would only highlight in a chunk. You wouldn't be able to highlight each individual letter. So highlighting it, you can see that it is search engine friendly. And the same thing goes up here with these particular drop downs. If I drag from up here and start highlighting, you can see all of this text is search engine friendly. I can highlight it letter by letter. And down here, the same thing is true. Even this text, the header text down here, is search engine friendly. So down here you might also feature some other types of casework that you do, or you might feature your About Us, the contact page, a contact form perhaps might be on this page, things like that. And then down the bottom you've got a testimonial, you've got some extra information, and you'll be able to change this using you will need a coder to change the actual layout. But if you have particular needs or desires for how to change the layout and the images, you can just have a programmer do that. And I'll show you how to get an affordable programmer that works just on a project basis, on a either fixed cost or hourly cost, that is familiar with WordPress. So and potentially even find someone right in your area that you can work with. You can always reach out to local design firms and web programming firms, but there's also a freelance website that I recommend that you can find people on as well. So that's that particular website, and just like we looked through this one to sort of imagine what it might look like or how we might use it if it was our own website, we'll go right back here and click on the back button and go back and look at some additional ones. So you can see in the preview, now it's a little hard to see for you unless you've already enlarged the video to probably see these thumbnails, but the thumbnails give you just an idea of what it looks like before you click in and actually look at the full preview. Now here's an example that is very image heavy. This is really focused more on photographers and on fashion companies rather than on lawyers or service companies, and it's also not great for SEO. So you really want to find one that has the ability for you to communicate all the information about your firm that is important to your prospects. You'll also notice that it only has 4 out of 5 stars. So if you can find some that you like, or even one that you like that has 5 out of 5 stars and also fits your needs for SEO, as well as your content that you'd like to display, then that is the optimal. You should have no trouble finding at least 1 or 2 on here that you like. And we'll click here on one more just to give you a sense, reminder of how this works. Click on Live Preview, take a look here, and you can see that on this particular one you can even select skins. So they have different options for how to display this page. If you have a color theme for your law firm and the color theme is red, then you can actually use their red theme that's built in. Now most of these templates will not have multiple themes built in, but again, it's an option that some of them offer. So they each offer different options. Once you find the ones that you really like, you can look at the details of what they offer and see if it fits what you need for your own firm. And you can see that even the backgrounds can be different. This is image heavy, so the other one was a bit nicer for SEO, but the text down here, actually this might not be search engine friendly. It's hard to tell just mousing over it. And this up here, this text is. So and then if we scroll down to this, you can see that I'm highlighting the letters individually, so these drop downs are search engine friendly as well. You can check for sure in the code, but that takes some extra work, and it's not really something that's going to be necessary for you because you can check that way for the most part. And we'll close this up and head back. One thing I just would like to show you before we leave Theme Forest is you can also look at the comments that people have left. So once you're inside of a particular theme looking at the details, you can click on this comments box and see what specifically people have said. And I especially like to look and see if I can see any people complaining about the product. And I also like to make sure that it's well supported. So you can see that the creator of this particular theme is responding to each of the comments and very solid with customer service, it appears. So that's a great sign, and usually you're going to see that when you have a lot of 5-star ratings. But that's just another option for you to be able to take a look and see what type of support the product has and what the downsides might be. So that's really way for you to go through and take a look, and I'm going to let you do that. That's one of your action items for today, is to find the theme that you like. I'm going to head back here and go to the next pieces. So in that link that I provided you, we already clicked on WordPress and we already sorted it by sales. Now if you'd like to, you can also sort it by rating. If you run out of sales ones that have 5 stars, and the ones sorted by sales, and you'd like to see some sorted by rating, you can also do that and take a look and see what that looks like. One of the nice things is that on some of these, they will also be mobile compatible for iPads and mobile smartphones. That's a nice feature. If you can find one that is mobile compatible, that's a very excellent feature to also have. If it's not, you can have your programmer make some small customizations to make sure that it is mobile compatible. Most of them should be small customizations. So we're going to want to look for all of those different pieces: SEO friendly, mobile compatible, and something that really represents your firm well. And what I'd like you to do now is actually choose and purchase a template. So find one that you like, and your action for this video is to find a template and purchase it. And then in the next video, so that you know before you go there, it will cost you a couple $100s to have a programmer install that to your hosting platform and bring that live so that you can start updating content. But that is how you need to get started, and I'll show you how to connect with a programmer and get them started on the project in the next video. Thanks for joining me today.